Hey, it's Bobby. Hey, guys. Good to meet you guys from afar.
Hi.
Hey,
Good to meet you.
Hey, I have a lot of friends that, one, know you, and the two, that don't know you, that love you. So I'm so excited to talk to you guys. What's your hometown like right now, like where you live? Are you guys super famous there?
Not really here.
Well, everybody's famous in a small town. First of all, you don't have to have a TV show to be famous in a small town. So I've lived here my whole life. Everybody in Laurel knew me. Anyway, Ben's the newcomer. But, yeah, now they know him because he was our city's mascot. He's the Loblolly Lumberjack for years. But now we have a TV show, so people outside Laurel know us because of the TV show.
Yeah, it's less about people here. So, like, when we go to the grocery store and stuff, somebody might say, hey, that was a great episode, or I love the show. But they know us more as Erin, Phil and Karen Raspberry's daughter, and I'm Erin's husband.
The guy that came from out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is, because on HGTV, by the way, we have Ben and Erin Napier from HGTV's Hometown on right now. And I was looking at this episode coming up on the 25th where Stapleton gifted you guys an Airstream. Is that true? How do you know Chris Stapleton?
That's a weird... So we were at a concert and
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and Morgan's parents recognized us and
In the audience, but we're friends with Andy Barron, who is Chris's photographer.
yeah.
And so they told Andy, or Clay, Chris's manager, who's now our manager also, they said, bring him backstage.
And so we got to go backstage and meet everybody and hang out, and Clay and I are actually secretly brothers.
People think they're twins. They look a lot alike.
And so we struck up a friendship with the family, and we were actually trying to do the Airstream for Chris and Morgan, but they never would make up their mind about what they wanted to do with it. And then one day Morgan said, why don't you just take it with you and do whatever you want to with it. It's yours. So.
And we were like, wait, are you for real? So, yeah, we are the proud owners of a 1973 Airstream, thanks to Chris and Morgan.
Her name is Jolene, and that's because our daughter's favorite singer is Dolly Parton, and Jolene, at the time of when we first got it, Jolene was her favorite song.
And she's got curves.
Yeah, and she's crazy.
You guys met as you were both at Ole Miss. Do you guys run around yelling hotty toddy? Do we do that a lot over there or what?
We do say hotty toddy quite a lot.
Mostly September
Yeah, from
through
about
November.
August.
August it starts up. Yeah, we're not crazy diehard, but football season is pretty big. It's a big deal, especially for my dad. He's a huge Ole Miss fan, and that's where he went to.
I was looking at that issue of People magazine where you guys are on the cover. When did you guys find out you were going to be on the cover of People magazine?
About 5 days before everybody else did.
Yeah.
We had no idea, and
We knew they were asking a lot of questions.
yeah, it was going to be a really detailed story.
Really long story.
But yeah, I think they got the wrong people.
That's pretty crazy, right? Like, that's a humongous piece of pop culture right there. And to be on the cover
Oh,
of...
my God.
Yeah, it's like the Kardashians usually.
Seriously. Because when I was little, my mom would buy issues of People, and it would be like Princess Diana on the front, And I would steal them after she was done reading them to see the 50 most beautiful people. It's like we don't make sense there. I have no idea why they put us on the cover, but I'm so thankful.
On with us now, we have the Napiers. I want to ask you about people coming to your town to look for you guys. Do they ever come and stalk you at your house or come to one of your stores and look for you guys?
Yeah, so we've got the two stores, and people come there a lot looking for us. Every now and then, people will try to find our house. The town is pretty good about not telling people where we live, but it's also pretty easy to find our house. And so we've had a few weird situations.
Yeah.
Do you have a
But
gate
people
now?
can pretty much find Ben at the wood shop anytime.
Yeah.
Are you guys gated? Do you have a gate in front of your house?
Now, we have a...
Oh, you have a... Oh, he just revealed. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll beep that part out. and people will never know what you just
don't
said.
Know that.
Yeah.
Everybody will find us.
Hey, I'm gonna beep that part out, and people.
Thank you.
What he said was they have a humongous naked statue of 3
Yes.
Amazon type beings. So look for that in front of in the
That's it,
town.
yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask
Yeah,
you.
it's double gated.
A lot of people were giving me home renovation questions to ask you guys. I don't know anything about home renovation to even ask the questions. But what's a home renovation mistake that you see a lot of people make after they buy a new home? Like the most common one where someone's like, I'm going to go in and do this. And it's like, maybe you shouldn't do that right now.
I think that blowing walls out people like to take walls down and make rooms bigger and that sort of thing. And what they don't know, you can't just go in and take walls out. I mean, you have to, a lot of times those walls are load-bearing walls, and so you can create really bad structural issues. And then not hiring professionals for the things you need to. Like, if you want to paint a wall, get after it. You want to change a light fixture, go ahead. You want to change the carpet, fine. But if you're going to be, moving electrical or moving plumbing or rehanging sheetrock, I don't know. What do you think?
I would recommend, before you renovate the inside, make sure your roof is good.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one.
The first big storm that comes along, it ruins all that hard work you did on the inside.
Hey, speaking of storms, you guys bring up the storms. In June, there's a tornado severely damaged a home. And did you guys go in and help this house?
So that house, that tornado hit in December, and we had just finished the house a few months earlier, and luckily Mr. Gary had not quite moved in. He had just started moving his stuff in, and we actually went back and fixed that house again. And that one will air in June. That'll be the finale of the season.
On with us right now, Ben and Erin Napier from HGTV's hometown. Tell me if this is true. 6 days after you guys met, Ben, you told Erin that you loved her and wanted to marry her. 6 days. Is that a typo?
6 days.
6 days. How did you know 6 days in?
Well, so my mom told me that a long time ago that when I met a girl that I always wanted to keep talking to, that I would know that she was the one. And not only did I want to keep talking to Erin, we talked about the same things. We had the same wants, even though our interests were very different. And she was an art student at the time. I was majoring in political science, I think, or history, and I can't remember when I changed. But I wanted to keep talking to her, and so here we are, going on 26 years later. Not 26. 16 years.
Are you okay? Does it feel like it's been much longer?
I tell you what, time flies or is that not? Time flies when you have
It's 16 years.
16 years ago.
Erin, when he tells you that just days in, Erin, he's like, I think this is it. What do you think?
I was obsessed with Ben for a long time before I knew him. He was really, really popular. And it was like that movie, She's All That. You know what I'm talking about? That terrible teen movie?
Yes.
It's actually great.
Where she's the nerd and he's the hot guy?
I was like, what if this is some kind of bet where, the popular guys put him up to it to take me to the prom? We're in college. But, I just wondered, why would he notice me? He could have the cheerleaders, the dance team, But, I just had this huge crush on him. I had a crush on Ryan Dunn in high school, that guy from Jackass. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
What?
He looked like that. So I had a crush on Ben because he looked a little like Ryan Dunn.
And I was extremely charming and tall.
And nice.
And polite.
Really nice.
What?
And I was on the cover of People magazine.
26 years later.
16 years later.
Oh, that's right.
Let me end on a question about a home. What's the first question that you guys tell your friends or people on the show they should ask whenever they're looking at a home to possibly purchase? Like the first basic question.
These basic questions are the hardest
I
ones.
know, they're always so hard. First question to ask, what's the listing price?
Yeah. What are they asking?
How much do they ask for? Check out the basics. Roof. Is the roof in good shape? in South Mississippi, as in Nashville, you always want to make sure it's got good air conditioning. So that's one.
Yeah. These are boring things, but that's the truth. Yeah.
Well, I know nothing about houses. Amy, would you like to ask them a question? They're here with us. Would you like, if Ben and Erin on, would you like to say anything to them?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, would you, we're currently buying a house, actually, and you said, what's the price? And obviously, that's a huge question. But if let's say the price per square foot is higher than any house in the neighborhood, it's probably not smart to do that.
No.
But what if, let me tell you this. Let me ask you this. What if other houses that are less per square foot, but they definitely needs a little bit of renovation here, maybe the bathroom, little things, but the other house that's way higher, but sort of still ridiculous, it needs nothing done?
Ooh.
I don't know. That's a hard
tricky.
question. And you don't often see that either, though.
Ah,
Yeah.
shoot. Okay.
Are you looking at? Is this your house we're talking about, Amy?
No, I found a house that I love, and market, it's above the price per square foot is above anything that you see in town, but literally
what?
nothing needs to be
Here's what I
done.
think.
Is it okay? Is this a house that you think you would live in forever?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything on the house that you would want to change
No.
immediately?
Nothing.
No. Perfect.
Then if you love it and you can afford it, who cares what the other houses cost?
Okay. So
Okay,
Erin
well,
and
my
I,
husband.
This is not going
You have my permission.
to. This may make us sound like not good business people, but we love our house, and we have more in our house than it appraised for. We just had it reappraised, and
We've spent probably $100,000 more on it than what it's worth, but we don't care because we're going to live there forever.
yeah, we don't
We're not
ever
gonna
want
sell
to
it.
move out of our house.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so if you're not going to sell it, who cares?
yeah.
Do you feel satisfied with that, Amy?
I do. I feel satisfied knowing that, hearing them say, if you don't want to ever sell it, then yeah, you should feel fine with it. So I just need to make sure that
and
I would
have
never.
one other thing you should look out for. My friend Natalie, who lives in Nashville, she bought a very nice house. It was gorgeous and kind of new, and she thought it was perfect. And she moved in, and there were thousands of spiders in the house. It was infested with this creepy spider
So
problem.
that would be in the.
And she lived there for 5 days, and they moved out.
Yeah,
So make sure there's not a weird stipulation about it.
So here they do a pest inspection and a home inspection, and I feel like they would probably do the same thing in Nashville. But I mean, go through get it inspected, get it tested.
Spend the money
Go ahead and spend that money. And,
before you buy it.
yeah.
Even if you don't buy it, you might have wasted that money, but you saved yourself some heartache.
I feel like the question you asked them, Amy, was so specific to you that they should charge you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Well, listen, everybody, be sure to check out Hometown on HGTV, Ben and Erin Napier. Follow them on Instagram. You got stores and you got Amazon statues in front of your house. You got all these crazy things happening. But it's been really great.
And you can watch the Airstream renovation on May 25th. That's our next new episode.
Yeah, 9 Eastern, 8 Central.
Episode airing May 25th. They'll show the new Airstream we talked about earlier that was gifted them by Chris Stapleton and Morgan. And then the finale, which is June 8th, will be a tornado and the one that damaged the home and you guys renovated it, fix it back up. So, and then they're Ole Missers. Other than that, I think we're good. I had a great time with you guys. I appreciate you guys for coming on the show.
Yeah, good to meet you, Robbie. Thanks.
I hope to see you guys soon.
Yeah, you
right.
too. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
This is a Bobby Bones show.